light in physics subject. First of all, we introduce as per the introduction. The light is a form of energy, where the seeing as per the source of energy is sun, where the energy is coming in the form of light. By the help of this light, we can easily see any object around us. Without the light, the universe is not to be possible to see us. So the light make the object to be visible to the human beings, as per it can be seen by the naked eyes. Today we start as per the introduction. The light form of energy. It means it is an electromagnetic radiation. Its wavelength is 400 nm to 700 nm. The light is form of energy. Its electromagnetic radiation, its wavelength is 400 nm to 700 nm. As per the previous classes, as per the 6th and 7th, 8th class, to know about the light make the object to visible as. How can you see any object? How can you see any object? How? It can be possible when the object is to be illuminated by a light itself or by another source of light. It means any object which is visible to us by its own light, by any other source of light. It can be classified as luminous object and non-luminous object. The luminous objects are those which can emit its own light, just like of the sun, bulb, electricity, torch, etc. It is called the luminous object, which emits its own light. Non-luminous object, it's reflect the light which is incident on it. Example, moon. Moon is a non-luminous. It has reflect the light which is coming from the sun. Here, the classification of the object, luminous object, it emits its own light. Example, sun. And non-luminous object reflect the light which is incident on it. The moon is non-luminous. It is reflect the light which is coming from the sun. Then what happens? The light is incident on an object and light is emitted by an object. The light is coming from the object, it is enter our eyes and to incident on the retina and to possible to see an object. To possible to see an object. So the light is also the important property to visualize, and also the source of light is also the important to see any object around us. Next, here as per the concern, next, when the light is incident, is coming from the source of light and incident on a surface of object and reflect those light and to visible those objects. What's the meaning? When the light is coming from the source of light, it means what happened? It is the source of light, sun, it is incident on an object and it can be reflected. And it can be seen by the viewers. Source of light. It is a source of light. It is an object. And it is the viewers to see those objects. What is the meaning? The light is coming from the source of light and incident on a surface of an object and reflect those light and to visible those object by the viewers. You understand those things? Next, all of us know the light is in a white in color. It means it composed the 7 colors. It is composed the 7 colors. And when the light is coming from the source and incident on an object, and the which part of the light is reflected, it can be seen by the viewers. Just like if we consider a light is incident on an object. If we consider a light is incident on an object, the light consists 7 colors. It is a 7 colors. It means the light is incident on a object in the form of white light. The white light consists of 7 colors. It means those colors wavelength are reflected. Those colors wavelength are to be reflected, and this color can be seen by the person. It's a green color. what I am saying, if we see any object and the color of those object is visualized by human being, it depends on the wavelength which is reflected by those object. Here if we consider a light is incident on an object, the light is made up of 7 color which is incident on a surface Vi, Vg, Yo, Vv grow, where those light wavelength is reflected by a surface, it is seen by the another person. It can be seen by in those color, which is name is green color. Here next another concept regarding the object is seen another two important color, which is black and white, black or white. What's the phenomena of black or white? Here, when object is appear, black or white in color. It means the light is incident on a surface. The light is incident on a surface. What happen? All those ray of light which has wavelength Vv grow in the form, it incident on it. If all those wavelength colors are to be reflected, again we have told you the light is incident on a surface and the light is white in color. It means it consists the 7 colors Vv grow. It is incident on it and all those light are to be reflected. All those colors are to be reflected. Then what happen? The reflected rays are combined and to make the white light. So the object are to be appear white in color. Again I am tell you, when object is appear black or white in color, it means the light which is incident on a surface, which is called the white in color, it consists the 7 colors Vi, Vg, Yo, means 7 colors wavelength are incident on an object and this colors wavelength are to be reflected back. Then all those wavelength colors are mixed and to form a white light. In this case, white color is appear. Second case is black. When the light is incident on a surface where the light is made up of all those wavelength colors are incident on it and it can be absorbed by those surface of an object, then what happen? The object are to be seen is black in color. Are to be seen in black in color. Next, we introduce the topic, the wave nature of light. The nature of light, there are two theories. There are two theories of the nature of light. First, particle theory of lights. Second theory is wave nature. Here the nature of light, there are two theories of the nature of light, which is particle theory of light and wave nature of light. Nature of light. This theory is given by Newton, the name of the scientist which introduced the particle theory of light, Newton, and wave nature of light is C. Huygens. C. Huygens. Wave nature of light. So first of all introduced the particle theory of light. According to the particle theory of light, in this theory the light is composed of particle. Light is composed of particle. The nature of light, there are two theories. Particle theory of light is given by Newton and wave theory is given by C. Huygens. In this theory, the light is composed of particle. Light is composed of particle which are moving with high velocity. Which are moving with high velocity in a straight line. In this theory, the light is composed of particles which are moving with high velocity in a straight line, and the elementary particle photon. Elementary particle is photon. In this theory, the light is composed of particles which are moving with high velocity in a straight line, and the elementary particle is photon. As per the rectilinear motion of the light is given on the base of the particle theory of light. In this theory, the light is composed of the particles which are moving with high velocity in straight line, and this elementary function of this light is photon. Second theory is wave theory of light. Wave theory of light, in which the C. Huygens is given. C. Huygens. Given this theory, in this theory, C. Huygens said that the light is a wave nature. It is a wave nature. It consists the electromagnetic waves. It can be travel in any medium, so it is not required a medium. How can you imagine the wave theory of light? Just like a pond where the water is still, and to dip a stone on it, what happens? The layer is to be produced outside those places where the stone is dipped in the water. Such waves are to be produced, and these waves are just like at the wave theory of light. The light is wave nature. It consists of electromagnetic waves, so it is not required a medium. So it is evident that the light consists Light consists a particle and wave nature. Light consists of particle and wave nature, and due to the dual nature of light, the wave nature is used in the different assumption of an experiment, just like of the diffraction, polarization, and particle nature of light is used as per the reflection, refraction, as per the formation of shadow of an object, and as per the rectangular propagation of light, in which both the nature are used as per the convenient for your experiment, whether it is wave nature and whether it is particle nature of light. So start the new topic, which is called reflection of light. What is the meaning of reflection word? Here the reflection of light means anything which is incident on a surface and to reflect in same medium. If we consider the case of light, then what is the reflection of light? If the light is incident on a surface, it is bounced back to the same medium, then it is called the reflection of light. How can you see? It is see as per the light is incident on a surface and it is reflected. It is incident on a surface and it is reflected. It is called the reflection of light. It is called the reflection of light. Where the property of reflection, the light which is incident on a surface, the surface material is as a reflecting properties. Either it is polished surface or it is a mirror. Where the light is incident and reflect back in the same medium. Same medium. Here, the reflection of light is possible when the object where the light is incident, its property to reflect those light. It means the nature of those object not a transparent and not a translucent. And the property is just like of an object where the light is incident and to reflect it. But the surface and the nature of those surface where the light is incident, it to be reflected, where it is to be reflected, just like of take an example of mirror, where the mirror is made up of the both surface are reflecting, but it can be make its mirror by coating the silver, by making the coating of silver, where which is metal, and to reflect all those photons which is coming from the light are totally reflected back in the same medium. But the silver coating on the back side of the mirror is not to be relevant for long period, so it is coated with another color which is gray or as per the orange to make the permanent coating of those silver. As per the now today times the aluminium is used for the expensive of the silver. So it make the nature of those surface to reflecting, the back side of those mirrors to be make a silver coating. So the light is incident. So the light is incident on those surface. What happen? The incident light and to back into the reflection in the same medium. It is called the incident light. And it is called the reflected light. Here the reflection are two patterns, where the regular reflection second is irregular reflection. Here the regular reflection or irregular reflection means the beam of light which is coming from the source, it is incident on a surface. It is incident on a surface. Just like of that, here the ray of light is incident. It is a parallel beam of light. And it is reflected in the same medium. Here the ray of light which is coming from the source is a parallel beam of light and to be reflected back into the same medium as the same angle of reflection. Then what happen? It is called the regular reflection. It is called the regular reflection. In case of irregular reflection, where the surface is not smooth. Here the ray of light is incident on it and the light is reflected in the same medium at different angle. So it is called irregular So it is called irregular reflection. The conclusion of the reflection of light, the first condition is that the light which is incident on a surface, it is a reflecting properties whether it is made up of mirror. Second one, the nature of those surface of an object, whether it is a smooth or whether it is a irregular. If they are smooth, then the regular reflection take place where the light is incident on a surface and its parallel beam of light again reflected in the same medium. But in case of the irregular reflection, where the ray of light is incident on the rough surface and the reflected light goes in different direction, so the object are not to be appear as such like of the object. Can you assume that any building is situated nearby the river, just like of case where the water is still remain at rest? What happen? The image is to be created on a surface of water, just like of the object, just like of the picture of those building. But when the water is to be disturbed, then what happen? The ray of light which is coming from those building incident on a surface, then what happen? The image of those objects are to be disappear. In case of the smooth, in case of the irregular reflection. It is called the reflection of light. It depends on the nature of those surface, whether surface is smooth or whether surface is irregular. It is called the nature of surface where the light is incident and to reflect. Second thing is reflection of light. This phenomena is based on the law of refraction. Based on the law of reflection. As you previous classes we are to study about the law of reflection, where the law of reflection first here angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Second law, the incident ray reflected ray and the normal rays. Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal rays all are lie in the same plane at the same point of incidence. Here the law of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Here means I is equal to angle of R. The incident ray, reflected ray and the normal ray all are lie in the same plane at the same point of incident. It is called the two law where the used in the reflection of light. How can you understand those laws? It can be create the incident ray of light is here and this ray of light are to be reflected in the same medium according to the reflection, where it is called the normal ray. Normal rays means perpendicular and it is called incident ray and it is called the reflected ray, and this one is point of incidence. Here angle of incidence, this incident ray make an angle with the normal. This is called angle of incidence and this reflected ray make an angle with the normal ray. This is called the angle of reflection. According to the law of reflection, the angle of incidence and angle of reflection is same as per the angle I is equal to angle R. And this law of reflection is applied on a smooth surface where the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Same is applied for the irregular surface where the angle of incidence is followed to the angle of reflection. It depends on the nature of surface where the irregular reflection take place. In this case, the reflection phenomena, if you consider the mirror where the ray of light are incident and to make an image of an object, just like as the morning time when you go outside to see the image of object, to see our image on a mirror, then what happen? You see your face because of the reflection. Here angle of incidence is equal to the angle of These two laws are followed in the reflection. All those things are today's study. is as a basic concept regarding the reflection, and next lectures we introduce the new topics which is convenient to the CBSE norms. Thank you so much.